Alright guys and girls, this is Jerningham here. Last night was a crazy night for people. You're going to be seeing the police grabbing all the people from the protests of the Sarah Evenhard. They were expressing their feelings. There's nothing wrong with that. Some people don't understand it that way, but we're going to be seeing the video. So let it play and they're going to press continue.
As a person that didn't attend because we canceled it, I think we were shocked and really, really saddened to see videos of police manhandling women at a vigil about violence against women by men. I think it was painful and pretty triggering to see. And then afterwards, and this morning, hearing that a deputy police commissioner has said that the reason that it happened is that police have to protect people, and that the crowd moved in to hear because of the speakers, because they couldn't hear the speakers. So the crowd moved in, so the police reacted to that.
Officers on the ground were faced with a very difficult decision. Hundreds of people were tightly packed together, posing a very real risk of easily transmitting COVID-19. Police must act for people's safety. This is the only responsible thing to do. The pandemic is not over, and gatherings of hundreds of people from right across London and beyond are still not safe.
Now, with that logic, we had a PA system. We had one steward for every 30 people that was going to attend. We had all of those things in place so that there would not have been any crowding, so that there would not have been any issues. The problem came with them canceling the infrastructure and the management of that crowd. So in doing so, and the night before this all happened, on Friday night, while we met with the police, we said, we will, if we cancel and we do all the press, if we say it's not happening, you guys are aware that that won't necessarily stop people from coming anyway. Like, we can only do the press, we can only do as much as we can do. We can't control everyone that is going to be angry at this court decision, angry that the police are silencing us. So it's anybody could have seen this coming down the pike. This didn't take a truth, like a future teller, to see this was going to happen.
Wow. There we go. That's probably a similar video to the other one I've just shown. So, you know, it's exactly the same one, but in a different way with a bit more to it. So, anyway, thank you for joining me in this video. And hopefully, or we could just do this other quick one first before we end it. We've got an itchy bloody nose. Wow. Craziness all over, guys and girls. They're blocking out all the swearing on it. More craziness. They may think it was craziness, but what the people's damage they've always done about, you know, so Not a good thing. Wait, just adverts finished. I hate adverts on the TV. They're very annoying. I don't know if you guys and girls have ever seen adverts on the television, or you probably don't mind about them, but it is what it is, I suppose, isn't it? So I sort my hair out. I need a shave as well.
I understand why people are wanting to commemorate Sarah's life and also pay their respects. And it is such an awful, awful story that we're hearing. Obviously, I can't talk about the case, it's a live investigation, but I do appreciate why people want to participate in that vigil. However, at the same time, we are in a pandemic, we are in a national lockdown, we've got 9,000 people in hospital still with COVID. Whilst we've just talked about the vaccination program and it's going great, we're still at a perilous state within the pandemic. We need to be careful and cautious. So that's why the police have tried to look at this in a measured way. And I believe it may be going into the courts this weekend, and they will have to decide what is the best course of action on this very difficult decision. We've committed 100 million to violence against women and girls services. We've introduced, for instance, new offences to tackle forced marriage and revenge porn. We've changed the law so that you can now find out if your partner has a violent history. The domestic abuse bill is about to get royal assent. But of course, there is more to do. And that's why we're working on a strategy that we'll publish later this year. So this strategy will be a violence against women and girls strategy. And we're listening to all the outpour of stories that we've heard in the last few days of women telling of harrowing events. We heard from the Home Secretary yesterday who's pledged to continue to make our streets safer. We're well on the way to delivering on a manifesto commitment of 20,000 police officers. There is always more that we can do, and this government is committed to doing it.
Well, as you can see, a bit of Boris Johnson's news there. I was just flicking through, and when the screen stopped. Yesterday was very chaotic. I don't know about today, if anything else has changed, but anyway, guys and girls, I better go. Thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Peace. Alright, guy. Disgusted with his colleague. Lots of people. Someone do that. If there's one bad apple, and if it was one of your family members or friends that died in time, this thing is, the damage has been done. Alright, guys and girls, this is Jerningham here.